If you're looking for a light and fresh summer dish to make for dinner tonight, then we have just the meal for you. I'm joined by Dan Bavaro, who is the owner of Bavaro's. Thanks so much for being on the show, per the usual.
Thank you for having me back.
You're welcome. So what are we making today?
So today, this is spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
Yeah, we sell it at Bavaro's at all our restaurants, and it's basically meant for the summer or for gluten-free. It's zucchini noodles.
Or if you're watching your weight and you don't want to eat all the carbs. So what's our first step? We need to spiralize our noodles?
Correct. So first, if you're preparing this at home, you want to have all your ingredients prepped. So I would say spiralize some noodles, and while you're doing that, I'll get our proteins.
I would hit up Amazon for a good spiralizer. They do have handheld ones, but they're kind of tough. The noodles don't come out as thick, and then what you'll get is a sloppy mess of flat noodles.
Correct.
These are nice and actually like noodle-like.
The trick is also how you cook it, obviously.
Okay.
Okay, so basically you don't want to overcook the noodles, and then they become very soggy.
Yes.
Okay, so if you use a whole zucchini, it's roughly about 3 minutes.
Oh, wow.
To cook the noodles down. So what you'd want to do is saute your proteins. At Bavaro's, we use a homemade sausage or a seared shrimp and chicken. Okay, start with that, get a nice sear on it.
That was the easiest thing I think I've done in my whole cooking career here on ABC Action News. Just did all the work for me.
They look great.
Yeah.
So this is a real easy dish to prepare.
And yeah, chicken and shrimp go by pretty quick. Like, throw those in the pan. You know, your shrimp last because those will cook even quicker. Dan already did a little bit of movie magic and got most of his chicken prepared.
Correct.
So are you putting this in the olive oil too, or are you leaving this raw?
No, so we're gonna take that now that our shrimp and chicken is pretty much seared. Okay, so if you want to grab some of your noodles there.
You can cut them, I guess, or you can keep them long.
You can give them one rough chop if you want.
Go for it.
So we'll do that.
There we go.
Okay, this way it's just not so much of a mess.
So the babies aren't slurping. So I can throw all this in?
Correct. Throw it in.
There we go.
Okay, so the key is, again, remember, not to overcook. So about a whole zucchini is about 3 to 5 minutes. Also depends on, you know, how thick you cut it. So there's some settings on there.
Okay, yeah, that's good to know.
Correct.
So you can make them thick as you want, but it's better to go thicker than smaller because then, like I said, they'll turn into mush. And you don't want to cook them too long because what happens is the water will start to come out of them and then make your whole dish soggy.
Correct.
And that's not what we want.
And if you want to keep this light, you could do like an olive oil garlic as a sauce, or
pesto.
Pesto. What we love to use at Bavaro's is our antico pomodoro.
It's good.
So once you get that cooked down for about a minute, minute and a half, you want to finish it off with some of your sauce or your you know, your olive oil and garlic.
I'm so glad Dan didn't need my assistance because every time I have a jar of that stuff, I have to like hit it like a choking baby and then like open it up.
So once you add the sauces and the oil, basically that deglazes the pan. So it takes all your flavor from your chicken and your shrimp and incorporates that into the zucchini and the sauce.
Gotcha. And we already have the finished product right here. Super easy to make. If you're not feeling up to dinner tonight, you can always go by Bavaro's, one downtown Tampa, a brand new one.
Sarasota.
That he's been working so hard for and causing him headaches. You can go to either one of those and you can ask for spaghetti instead of traditional noodles.
Correct.
Thanks, Dan, for being on the show, per the usual.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this short break.